Welcome to a long-awaited showdown. Don't have to be a fan of either team to appreciate the matchup of these two elite quarterbacks. Both guys hoping to use this big stage and display their supremacy. Welcome, folks, to the home of the Louisville Cardinals, L&M Stadium in Louisville, Kentucky. And we'll see the number 14 team in the country, the California Golden Bears, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Louisville Cardinals. EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Hermstreet. Let's get this thing underway. The Golden Bears will kick this away to get us going here. And the return starts just inside the end zone. They stop at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here's the handoff. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle. Both these teams told us they're eager to prove a point. Here we are mid-season. They both earned their spot in the rankings, but we expect tight competitive battle today.
Well, that's the beauty of these top 25 matchups in the middle of the year. A little bit of a better handle on who these teams are. Love the fact that we get these two teams on the field. May the better team win, and hopefully it's a close one all the way to the end.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. It's a quick grab. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Early adversity here. They face a third down in the opening possession. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And he is wide open for a huge gain. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. Now you've got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
They bring him down, but a solid gain moves the football to the 24 and a first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Cardinals pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open. The quarterback makes the right throw. And look at these.
And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Cardinals.
This is why this offense is one of the more dangerous offenses in the country. The quarterback and his legs. It's one thing to try to stop him throwing the football, but you better keep eyes on him because you can see not only can he get out into the open, he has got serious speed to take it to the house.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. From the shotgun, handoff inside.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at second and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
But I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
That run sets up a critical third down play. And they pick up the first on the ground. The Golden Bears pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And the Golden Bears come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? Touchdown, Golden Bears. Way too much speed on that play.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Point after, knocked right through. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Moved right down the field for a touchdown. That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. QB keeper all the way. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Fourth down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. And he drops back in the gun. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down. And the drive keeps going.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a fourth down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
Looking to scramble. It's a deep shot to the right. Pass caught. Can he get in? And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown,
advantage of having a mobile quarterback on full display right here. He breaks away from the pocket, uses his speed to threaten the defense, and then eyes his target and delivers a strike for a touchdown.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. First play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Second down after that previous play. Keeping it on the ground here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. On the move now. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Excellent catch and run by the sophomore.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
The Golden Bears with 1st and 10 here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that run produces a decent gain.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking the snap, he turns around and flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction, the way they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes the play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's got it again.
Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out.
Through one quarter, let's see how the quarterback's stats stack up. They've flipped into the field, ready now for the second period. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there.
Well, they come out of that nickel package. The move pays off. Gives them an extra defensive back on the field, a little bit more speed and awareness, and it pays off with this big interception.
And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Gets the first and still running. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Handoff from the shotgun. And the Cardinals are in the red zone. Second down, we're going to throw it. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Tackled after a short return to the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Cal's offense back out on the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Here's the second down play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Oh, the pass is picked off. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
Here comes the offense, hoping to get a drive going. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
I know this guy believes in his receivers, and I don't blame him. There's a lot of talent out there, but throwing into double coverage like that, that's how you throw picks.
So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. On third down, he drops to throw, looking for 6. Touchdown Cardinals as they put 6 more on the board. The offense clicking after building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. So California's offense back out on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it from the gun. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Offense looking to convert on third and short from the 27. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Running out of time in the pocket. Loses the ball behind the line. The offense able to fall on the football. Lucky to maintain possession there.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense. They're going for it.
test the secondary. Pass complete on a crosser. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Grab down the middle. It's Stockton.
Of course, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Here we go, third and short on the 7th play of this drive. Can he make it to the marker? And he will be stuffed for no gain. Come to the line here, looking to keep the drive going on fourth down. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. Moves out of the pocket, using his legs on the scramble. Finding space at the 20. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there, play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
Ball handed off. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. So here we go, third down. Defense needs to stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. They chase him down and tried to run for it, but it'll bring up fourth down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Offense choosing to go for it here on fourth down. Wants to throw it. Launching one to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Cal.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? Quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
And now they'll set up for the point after. The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. And looking to throw now on first down. Fires it to the wideout. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
Well, if it hasn't been made abundantly clear by now, they want to get the ball downfield to this guy.
He escapes the pocket. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's now going to bring up third down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Quarterback heading right, trying to create on the move. And the pass is incomplete. That's 3 in a row. His passing game out of sync.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
The Cardinals will bring their punt team on the field now. First down, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Big shot here early in the game by the offense, but man, you got to give the defense a lot of credit. Not surprised at all or caught off guard by this aggressive chance by this offense and good position to take that throw away.
So second down after the incompletion. And now the handoff. Solid game, moves the ball to the 36. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Third down coming up after that running play. Out of the gun now on third down. Going to try to use his legs here. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. The Golden Bears will have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He'll leave the ball deep down that right side.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Looking to pass here on second down. The sure hands. It's Stockton. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So it's third down, but out comes the field goal unit. They'll try to add 3 points before halftime. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. And after the miss, still down by 7.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. This will likely be the last play of the half. Quarterback making some changes at the line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Oh, they've got him for a sack. He could not make something happen before the break here. Meadow's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Cardinals will kick it off to begin the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. Cal's offense takes the field now. Emphasis here on cutting down on turnovers, a couple of them in the first half, and that's why they're trailing. They get the second half started with the running play.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. We'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, it's incomplete. It was right in his hands and he dropped it.
Oh, man. For him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you just have too much time in your hands. You end up thinking way too much. Gets your hands a little shaky.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Looking to scramble. Receiver makes the catch. Defense will stop him after about a 9-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the receiver made a heck of an effort. He broke that one tackle, but there's just too many defenders flying to the football. Great stop by this defense to make sure he did not reach the first down mark.
The offense stays on the field. Coach going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. From the shotgun, drops back. On the move now. He's going to take off. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
And the Golden Bears begin a new series here, 1st and 10. There's the handoff. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. An inside give now from the shotgun. As the first down is still going. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
Well, anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
players pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. He hands it off from the gun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. They come up third and short. This is the 8th play of the drive. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch made on the left side. And the Golden Bears look to keep this drive moving.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. He'll hand it off. He's past the marker and still going. Now here he goes. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Golden Bears.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And they'll set up for the PAT. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the wideout. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one.
Chris, that's a classic case of predetermining what to do with the football. You've got this incredibly talented receiver, arguably the best athlete on the field. I get it. You want to get him the football, but throwing into double coverage, that's a no-no and a great way to throw picks.
Breaks a tackle on the play, makes a decent gain.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Important third down play coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Chris, sometimes the quarterback's just trying to find the open guy and get him the ball. It's exactly what he's able to do here. Found a way to pick up the first down.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Nothing doing on that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
So 2nd and 10 here as they try to stay out of 3rd and long here in this tie game in the third quarter. The quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And he'll finally let it fly deep to the right. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
The Cardinals will line up to boot it away. We're going to kick it away for the second time. It's a low punt. Won't travel very far. No chance for a return. That football bounces away from the returner and heads out of bounds. Cal's offense back out on the field now. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. They're going to run it here. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. You know, the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They convert on 3rd down and move the football to the 25.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. Let's see how this 4th quarter unfolds. Everything to play for here for both teams. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Handoff here from the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They got it for a loss. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Moves out of the pocket. And they bring him down for a short loss on the scramble.
A lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it and they get the sack.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. He makes the grab. That's a nice play. It'll set him up first down now at the 12.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation, to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The Golden Bears pick up enough yardage for a first down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Looking to throw here. Caught near the goal line. Can't get to the end zone. They'll spot the ball at the 2.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Coming up on second down and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Nowhere to run. They're corralling for no gain.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. As a design quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Cal. They jump on top now here in the 4th.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Quick throw to the left. And this is going to be caught, but they rule him out of bounds, so it's incomplete.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Using that challenge, a smart move by the head coach as the officials overturn the previous ruling on the field. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. It's another deep shot. Caught way downfield and still running inside the 20. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Bowlers all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Oh, he missed it. It's no good, and they still trail by a point. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. So California's offense back out on the field now. chewing clock with the running game.
And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Lets it fly to the wideout.
Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Tackled at the 40, that'll earn a fresh set of downs.
Well, a big part of the reason, Chris, we've seen this offense be able to build a lead is because of the way they've mixed up the run with the pass. Back-to-back plays, positive yards. I love that they're keeping an aggressive mindset, even working with a lead.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Well, nothing like getting positive yards here, playing with the lead late in the game and then staying in bounds to boot. It's exactly what you want to see as an offensive coordinator.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
And the Golden Bears looking to keep this drive rolling. And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
Breaking free at the 35. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25.
Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
The Golden Bears have 1st and 10 here. Give it to the back again. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Winding down, this offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. He'll hand it off. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And he's finally tackled out at the 2-yard line. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the Golden Bears hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Looks like the offense will just take a knee here. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the offense will just take a knee. Well, the experts will say, Kirk, this was an upset, but it felt like a really even matchup. Two quality teams battling right down to the end. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, what a game. This is really what you love about college football. Good against good. Find out who ends up having the upper hand at the end of the day. This is a great victory for this ball club. Let's see what they do after this win.
And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Bye.